When Chapman Billies leave the street, and drouthy neighbours meet. As market days wearing late, and folk begin to tack the gate, while we sit boozing at the nappy and getting food and happy. We think Nan the Lingscott smiles, the mosses, water, slaps and styles that lay between us and our hame, where sits our sulky sullen dame, gathering her brows like gathering storm, and nursing her rat to keep it warm. This truth and honest Tam Shanter, as he for a hair, a night did canter. All there, when near it toots and passes, for honest men and bonny lasses. Ah, Tam, hadst thou but been so wise. It's ta'en thy nine wife Kate's advice, she told thee weel thou was a skella, my blethering, blustering, drunken blellum. That frae November till October, the market day there wasna sober, that ilka milder with the miller, thou sat as lang as thou had siller. And every nag was card a shoe on, the smith and they got roaring for on. At the Lord's house e'en on Sunday, they drank with Kirk and Jean till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon thou would be found deep drowned in doon, or catched with warlocks in the murk by Alloway's old haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet to see how many counsels sweet, how many lengthened sage advices the husband for the wife despises. But to our tale, the market night, Tam got planted, unco right fast by an ingle, pleasing finely, a reigning swats it drank divinely. That is elbow, suitor Johnny, his ancient trusty drouthy crony. Tam loved him like a very brother. They've been full for weeks together. The night drave on with sangs and clatter. Aye, the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, with favours secret, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories. The landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without might rear and rustle. Tam didn't mind the storm or whistle. Care man to see a man so happy, even drowned himself among the nappy. As bees flew hame with loads of treasure, the minutes winged their way with pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er all the ills of life victorious. But pleasures are like poppies spread, seeds that flower, its bloom is shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white and melts forever. Or like the borealis race that flit ere you can point their place. Or like the rainbow's lovely form, vanishing amid the storm, nae man can tether time nor tide. The hour approaches, Tam mun ride. That hour and night's black arch the keystane, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in. And the second night he tacks the road in, as near poor sinner as it rolled in. The wind blew as 'twad blown its last. The rattling showers rose in the blast. The speedy gleams the darkness swallowed loud. Deep and lang the thunder bellowed. That night a child might understand, for Dale had business on his hand. Wheel mounted on his grey mare Meg, but her never lifted leg, Tam skelped it on through daub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire. As holding fast his good blue bonnet, was crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, was glowering round with prudent cares, lest fools catch him unawares. Kirk Alloway was drawing nigh. Our guests sing hail its nightly cry. By this time he was crossed the ford, where in the snow the chapman smored. Past the birks in Meeklestein, where drunken Charlie Braxnick bay, and through the whins and by the cairn, where hunters found the murder and bairn. Near the thorn aboon the whale, where Mungo's mither hanged herself. Before Doon pours all his floods, the doubling storm rose to the woods, the lightnings flash from pole to pole, near and more near the thunders roll, when, glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirk Alloway seemed in a breeze. For Wilka Brore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing, inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn. We're tipping away fear na evil, with Ushkava we'll face the devil. The swats reamed in Tammy's noddle, fair play, he cared not there's a bottle, but Maggie stood right sair astonished. till by the heel and hand admonished she ventured forward on the left. Vow Tam saw an unco sight, warlocks and witches in a dance. Ecotillion brain't new for a France, but hornpipes, jigs, brass bays and reels put life and metal in their heels. A winning bunker in the east, there sat old Nick, shape a beast. A tousy tight black Graham, and large to be the music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gart them skirl, till roof and rafters did twirl. Coffins stood round like open presses, it showed the dead in their last dresses. By some devilish cantrip slicked each, in its cold hand held a light, which heroic Tam was able to note upon the Haley table. A murderer's banes and gibbet irons, twa span lang we unchristened parents. A thief no cotted frae a rape, with his last gasp his gab did gape. 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted. Carter which a babe had strangled, knife of father's throat had mangled, whom his ain son her life bereft. The grey hair is yet stuck to the heft. 3 lawyers' orts turned inside out with legs seized like a beggar's clout. 3 priests' hearts rotten black as muck lay, vile, stinking in every nook. The mere horrible and awful, which even to name would be unlawful. As Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they clicked to ilka call and swat, and reek and coosed their durries to the work, and blinket at it in her sark. How tam, had they been queens, oh, plump and strapping in their teens, their sarks instead of creasy flannin, when snow white 1700 linen. The breeks of mine, my only pair, they're into a plush of good blue hair. I would have given them off my hurdies for blink at the bonny birdies, but withered bedlams, old and droll, reg withy hags, what's been a foal, loping and flinging on a crummock. I wonder it didn't turn by stomach. Tam kenned what was what for Broly. There was a winsome wench in Wally that next muster in the car. Lang after kenned on Carrickshaw for mony a beast did she shot, and perished mony a bonny boat. Shook baith meikle corn and bear, and kept the countryside in fair. Her cutty sark a paisley armed, while a lassie she had worn, in longitude though sorely scanty. It was her best, and she was vaunty. Little kenned by Reverend Granny, the sark she got for her wee nanny. But twop Scots was all her riches, with her grace to dance of witches. Tear my muse, her wing mon cower, sing flights are far beyond their power. To sing how Nanny lap and flang, a supple jade she was and strang, and how Tam stole like in bewitched, and thought it was very evening reached. Satan glowered, feaged full fade, and hutched and blew with might and main, till first a caper, then another. Tam tint his reason all together, and roars out, "Wheel down, cutty sark!" And in an instant, all was dark. And scarcely had him Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied. As bees out with angry fight, when plundering herds assail their beg. As open pussy's mortal foes, when pop she starts before their nose. As eager runs the market crowd, when catch the thief resounds aloud. So Maggie runs, the witches follow, with money and eldritch screech and hollow. Oh Tam, I'll get thy fairin', in hell they'll roast thee like a herring. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming, Kate soon will be a woeful woman. Now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the key stain of the brig. There at them thou thy tail may toss, a running stream they darena cross. For here the key stain she can make the feint, to tail she had to shake. For Nanny far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. Little wist she Maggie's mettle. A spring brought off her master, hail. Left behind her ain grey tail, the carling caught her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. Now what this tale the truth shall read, look man and mother's son take heed. Whene'er to drink you are inclined, or cutty sarks run in your mind, think, thou may bide joys o'er dear. Remember Tam o' Shanter's mare.